Good morning, students, or afternoon, depending on when you're viewing this. I hope everyone had a great weekend and that you were able to get outside and get some sunshine. Of course, maintaining your social distance. If you're new to the site, please make sure you've read all through and listened to all the announcements and you've checked the class calendar. And please don't hesitate to email me if you have any questions about what was covered last week. But I'm going to get right to the class calendar here. I've got a couple of things to cover today. Uh, One is that a reminder, Mr. Wright is giving extra credit for virtual guest speakers. Okay, if you click on the link right here, some information about how to attend for Zoom. Every day from 12 to 1, there'll be a guest speaker. Today's guest speaker on Monday is a graduate of the University of Pennsylvania. So this is an artistic director, choreographer, podcaster, and someone who's actually given a TED Talk. So if you're interested in this type of work, or just interested to hear what Luam has to say about the industry, um, log into Zoom and listen. And don't forget also at the very bottom here, you click on this discussion board and Mr. Wright will check your answers. If you have any questions, again, email me or email Mr. Wright. So if I go back to the calendar, I'm going to click and scroll down. Really what I'm asking you to do this week, number one is continue our biology end of the course studies. So what I designed last week was to start posting ahead of time a fourth quarter assignment. Typically, this would be for not just the SOL, but for the final exam. There's some talk currently about not having the SOL. And let me be clear about that. It's not been canceled yet. Do we expect it to be canceled? Maybe, but all the federal government has said is that states can apply for a waiver. Virginia expects to apply for the waiver and most likely will be granted that waiver. So despite what you've heard or read, the SOLs have not been canceled yet, but they probably will. In saying that, notice I did change the title, Biology End of the Coursework. So no matter how we want to break things up, there will be some sort of end of course assessment, right? That is how you get credit for actually taking biology. We have a common final exam. I don't know if that will change, but there will be some sort of end of course assignment or assessment. Again, I don't know when that's going to take place, depending on when we get back to school, but we will have that. So we're going to keep to this review schedule now, because you're going to have to know all that anyway for the final exam. All right, whatever that may look like and whenever that takes place. Okay, because the point of this was to not only get ready for the SOL, but for the final exam. So this week's topic is life molecules and enzymes. So you just click on the link and takes you to our review page, and I have this schedule here for you. Okay, and this is a fourth quarter project. It's always been a fourth quarter project. I'm just giving it ahead of time in case you really would like to get a head start and kind of pace your review out instead of having to kind of cram it all in within a couple of weeks when we get back. So this is, really benefits you if you can to start working on the work this week. Looking at the other class, the other information I post on the class calendar, one thing I'm going to do each week, I start posting some challenges, some games, some challenges, just different kinds of activities that we can all do. Maybe they're fun, maybe they're not. I don't know. You'll be the judge of that. But just a challenge to get you thinking about maybe something we've done or something that would apply to science, just various different types. So today's challenge is a tri-hybrid cross. So we've done monohybrid crosses, which are single trait Punnett squares. We've done dihybrid crosses, crossing two traits at a time. Those are those 16 box Punnett squares. And now I want you to try a tri-hybrid cross. So if you click on the link here, and again, backing up to the calendar, I'm just going to be posting these mini challenges, every other day pretty much. So I haven't posted Wednesdays yet. I'll do that tomorrow, so you can take a look at that. And then probably on Wednesday, I will post Fridays. So these will have a timeline in it. So this is an extra credit for Unit 3 test, whenever that is. The genetics unit test, whether that is this quarter or next, it doesn't matter, but this will go on that test. I always have a tri-hybrid cross for extra credit on the unit test. I figured while we have time, might as well, post this now. There will, of course, be another problem given when we get back to school, for those that, missed this or didn't get a chance to. But this problem only will be available until Wednesday at 2 o'clock. That'll be my last Zoom chat. I will go over actually the answer at the 2 o'clock Zoom chat office hours. So what I'm asking you to do is complete this Punnett square right here. Make sure to keep your work neat. You can do this on a sheet of paper, or you can download the worksheet. Actually, you need to open up the worksheet so you can kind of see how it works. But you can do it on a sheet of paper, and when you submit your answer, it has to be in by 2 o'clock because this assignment shuts off at 2. Uh, you can do this on a sheet of paper and take pictures and submit your pictures with the answers, or you can just open up this Google Doc and kind of type everything in. But either way, I want a percentage of the genotypes, a percentage of the phenotypes, and then there's some follow-up questions on the worksheet. So if we look at the worksheet real quick, you can download that, but I've already set things up for you. So I've put the parents on the side. These shaded in boxes, that's where the gametes go. So you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's going to be 8 different types of gametes for each parent. So an 8 by 8 Punnett square is a 64 box. So the non-shaded in boxes, that's where you're going to put the individuals. If you scroll down to this color-coded one, this is just one of the parents that kind of helps you understand how the combinations go. So you can see the blue and the green and I don't know if you want to call this pink, but it kind of walks you through all the different kind of gametes, okay? So you can use that for help on the first gamete, and then you're on your own for the second, or for the first parent, and you're on your own for the second one. Scrolling to the last page, on top of all the different genotypes and phenotypes, you'll need to answer these analysis questions. So again, going back to the assignment itself, you can download this document right here, print it out, write your answers up, and take a picture and submit it in. You can just do this all on a sheet of paper and take a picture and upload it to this assignment. However you would like to turn in this assignment is totally up to you, as long as I have your answers for 1 and 2, and then the analysis questions on the worksheet. But other than that, that is 2 days challenge. You'll have up until Wednesday again to complete that. If you have any questions during the week, please let me know. Of course, you are more than welcome to go back and do any of last week's work if you missed it. But that is our plan for this coming week.